What's up, gangsters? Hope you guys have been holding tight. Today we're going to be looking at the second solo in Anthem We're the Fire by Trivium. We're going to be looking at Matt's solo today. It's not as hard as Corey's, so strap yourself in for a slightly easier ride. Let's take a look.
Just when they thought you were
Okay, let's have a look at the first section. I want to start off by plucking 7 to 10 on the 6th string, and then doing a hammer on from 9 to 10 on the 5th. So I'm going to do that exact same idea again up the octave. I'm going to play 9 to 12 on the 4th, and then hammer 11 to 12 on the 3rd. So all together, sounds a little bit James Bondy for my liking. Anyway, then we've gone. At the end of that phrase, I'm going to pluck 12-15 on the 2nd string and then play 14 of the 1st. You can give it some gentlemanly vibrato if you wish. So from the top. Hopefully that's making sense. And we work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. So I've got a 2-string kind of arpeggio idea, a bit sussy. And then I work into basically just a straight B minor arpeggio sweepy kind of dude. So what I'm going to do at the start of that is do a pull off from 19 to 14 on the 1st string, and then I jump to 17 of the 2nd, and then jump back to 14 of the 1st. Sort of go. I'm going to repeat that exact same idea again, but I just want to end that on the 3rd note, which was 17 of the 2nd string. So it's nearly the same thing twice. We're just 1 note short on the 2nd group. Hopefully that's making sense. Then after that, I'm just working through a basic 3-string B minor arpeggio. Alright, we'll go through it slowly. It's a pretty simple shape. You guys have probably seen it multiple times before. I want to start from 11 of the 3rd string, then sweep to 12 of the 2nd, and then I want to hammer 10, 14, and then pull off and then reverse down that sweep. So I'm going to go and finish that by playing the 12 and the 11 again. So we'll go. So from here, it's a bit of a strange jump to end on the 17, but you do get used to the change. My advice would be to probably try and be looking where you're supposed to be, not where you are. Probably should have practiced this slightly more before I started making the video, but you get the idea. At the end of that it goes. What I'm doing here is I'm doing a slight bend on 12 of the 1st string, and then I want to pull that off back to 12 of the 1st string, I'm pulling that off back to 10 rather, I'm going backwards. As soon as I do that pull off, I'm going to just climb up those 2 notes of the B minor arpeggio again. And you might just have like a small kind of sweep or economy pick there. At the end of that, I've got a vibrato on 14 of the 2nd string. And that's all of the first section. So let's do it at a gentleman's pace from the start, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's take a look at the 2nd section. We're going to work through a pretty damn big B minor sweep across 5 strings, and we're going to go back to the lower F sharp inversion of that, which I do believe is the 5th of that arpeggio. I want to do a pull off from 14 to 10 on the 1st string, and I'm just going to climb up that minor shape. I'm going to play 12 of the 2nd, 11 of the 3rd, and then 12 of the 4th. Okay, at the end of that, I want to pull off from 14 to 9, and then reverse back down that arpeggio. So we're going to go. Okay, and then when I get back to the top again, I'm going to do a 3-string arpeggio, which is just going to go up to the 3rd string. and then come back again. So we're going to do the 5-string up and back, and then a 3-string version up and back. So I'll do that relatively slowly from the start. Okay, now when I hit this 14, I barely acknowledge that this is from the small 3-string one. As soon as I hit the 14, I want to slide from 14 to 17 and work through a D major arpeggio. So I'm sliding from 14 to 17, and then I pull off back to the 14, and then I want to play 15 of the 2nd string and 14 of the 3rd. So to go. Okay, at the end of that, I want to work my way back down through that arpeggio to the 1st string, and then I want to hit the 17 again. So to go. Now, once again, when we're going to hit that high pinky note at the top part of the arpeggio, we're going to use that as a slide. So from here we add, this one goes nice and oriental. So I'm going to do a slide from 17 to 19. As I said, we're barely going to acknowledge that 17. And when I get to that 19, I want to do 2 more picks. So I'm going to slide in and hit it 2 more times. Then I want to jump back to 17 and do 2 slower picks. So okay, and then I go to 14 of the same string. We're going to resolve that section with some gentlemanly vibrato on 17. So altogether that last chunk. Alright, that's the whole section. Let's do it slowly from the big sweep into the little sweep, and then all those slidey bits. One more time, some tabs. Okay, let's finish this off. The last chunk of that big middle solo that Matt and Corey do. I want to start from 7 of the 4th string, and this has sort of got a higher octave harmony. I'm just doing the lower one today, but if you can figure it out and you want to jam it out with someone else, it's pretty much exactly the same thing, up an octave. So what I want to do is play 7, 9, 10 on the 4th, and then I want to play 9, 7 on the 3rd. Then I jump back to 10 of the 4th string. At the end of that, I want to be playing 7 to 9 on the 3rd string to finish that off. So I'll go. Okay, at the end of that, I'm going to slide from 9 to 14, and then play 12 and give that some gentlemanly vibrato. So it'll go all together. Okay, now the next chunk, we're going to repeat quite a lot of that initial sort of motif. All the way up to that 7-9 thing on the 3rd string. Okay, then from there I want to go. So I'm not particularly picking anywhere, it's kind of from either 9 or 10 on the 2nd string. It doesn't matter. We want to get a slide entry to 13 of the 2nd string. So I slide in, and then I want to play 12, 10, 8. So let's go from the little motif at the start of that. Okay, then after that I want to play 10 and then 9 twice with a bit of vibrato on the 3rd string. At the end of that, I play 12 and vibrato him. At the end of that, I'm going to do a natural harmonic on 5 of the 2nd string, and we're going to do a really, really slow dive there. So we're going to go. And then do that natural harmonic and add the dive. So what I want to do is I'll put the whole section together and then add a slight dive at the end of that, and then we'll try it even slower with some tabs. So here we go. One more time with some tabs. And that was Matt's solo from the song Anthem, We're the Fire. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Catch you real soon.